doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
We got Loyal Life Stress in the building. What's happening, man?
What it do?
This is a very interesting day. We'll get into why it's very interesting in just a moment. You brought some fellas here that I've been watching their career forever and their support, but we'll get into them. I want to get into you first, man.
Okay.
Talk about yourself a little bit, man. I know you're not chilling in Detroit right now. Talk about where you're at.
I'm actually in Nashville, but I'm definitely a Detroit native. I moved down there a couple of years ago. Just wanted a different thing in life. I got kids, so just get them away from certain things.
Is it something where it's more of like a safety concern as far as like where you're raising your kids or anything, or how do you look at it?
I wanted something different for my life. And going down there, it's a little slower, but, it's the same thing in every state. But for us, educational-wise and safety-wise, yeah, that is a concern for my babies, For us with me, I just wanted something different, wanted to change. I can always come back home, Nashville
does have a good music scene too, man. I don't know how relative it is to hip-hop and rap or anything like that, but I know they're big.
Yeah, I mean, that's big. That's a big country state, honestly. For us music, rap-wise, that's like Memphis.
Yeah.
But there's some good rappers in Nashville, I ain't gonna lie.
Who you been able to connect with over there?
Nashville, I done messed with Band Play, Killer Music, my dude Oski. I was messing with Buck for a minute, and that's about it.
That's cool, man. What were you doing over here when you were in Detroit? How were you working on your music career? Can you kind of take us to the start of that?
Shit, really just, first I was playing with that shit, man, really not taking it serious. Then I hooked up with some guys, they gave me an opportunity, but, they snatched it away real quick. I don't know what for, but...
what was on the table for you?
As far as like deals and all of that?
Well, at that moment, like you're saying you had a lot...
Oh, no, at the moment it was just, opportunity, just a push, like, all right, let's work. But, I work, and it was snatched away from me, maybe because they didn't want me to be the star artist at the time or wanted me to be the first in line. They wanted another guy to be, but, things ain't work out, but...
So like you're a part of a team and it wasn't like a take your turn type of deal. It was more like, all right, we're going to sink the ship instead of letting one of our guys get up there.
Exactly.
Let's start from the top, man. What was your first entry into the music scene like in Detroit?
Honestly, man, I come from a music background. So my uncle he is a professional drummer, and Death Row came and got him. So a lot of them songs you hear on All Eyes on Me, Doggy Style, a lot of things back in that era, he kind of played the live percussion on there. He played for a group called the Axe Band. So I just grew up around it. So all my cousins and shit was playing drums and keyboards and all of that. I grabbed the mic, you know what I'm saying? And I just fell in love with it.
Yeah. At the very beginning, were people saying you were sweet, or like did it take a while?
Family gonna be like, everybody else kind of, fell back. But, my family, my brothers, they kind of just told me, like, bro, you got something, like, you need to go. Then people outside of them, a few people like, man, you got it, bro. Just keep going. And so I just kept this shit up, man.
Yeah. And what was, like, the first moment you actually noticed, like, okay, I got something here now. We can start taking this seriously?
Honestly, like, I think it was my talent show I did in school, and everybody was rocking with that shit. And it's like, okay, I can do it. I can do it. And so that's when I just like, I'm going to just keep rapping, man.
Yeah. What was your first moments like actually now maybe the streets noticing you, maybe more of your neighborhood and kind of expanding on that?
Really when I did a song called We Got It, that was like maybe, when I came home, 04. Man, that had to be like, it was between 07 and 09, I'd put it like that. I did a song called We Got It, and that shit like took... My whole hood was fucking with it, so it was like, they like, yeah, you got it. And I kept my whole hood in the studio because I always had my own studio. So everybody like, bro, you cold, bro. You got to just go with it. But I let other things get in the way of my craft, and it always kind of took me away when things was going up,
You're paying attention to real life, so it's hard to pay attention to the
music. Exactly. I got responsibilities, you know?
that's every artist's conflict, especially when it comes to like Detroit, is that there's so many different variables that can kind of hinder your progress as an artist. It's not easy to just keep moving forward because the real life shit's happening, right?
Exactly.
You know, that's one thing a lot of artists from the outside never understand, like, because they're not there to know it, you know? Talk about, you know, the song comes out, you know, you're obviously getting notoriety. People are saying what's up, you know, trying to make shit happen. Where did you take it from there?
Honestly, I couldn't really take it too much further because, you know, I went to prison. So it was like, all right, boom, that was a setback. Then I didn't get sentenced to no lifetime. I had to go do 5. So it was like, shit, everybody out there going, you know, like I was doing this shit before, put it like this, I was doing this between the Cheddar Boys and the Doughboys era, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I was getting it, then, you know, made a mistake, got taken off the streets. And so that kind of pushed me back, but I just came home and just kept going.
When you look at that time, we're talking about the Cheddar Boys and the Doughboys era, one of the most significant times for Detroit hip hop. What do you remember from that? Just like looking back now.
What, man, that shit, it was fun because everything they was rapping about, you know, I was really doing. So it was like, this the shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, you know, G-Unit and Jay-Z had they shit going on. You know, I play that shit probably if I'm fucking with a bitch or something. But Doughboys, all of that shit, man, what? I'm banging that shit because I can relate to it more because it's like my real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they pretty much like they made it more prominent of what being a Detroiter is. Like this is what a Detroiter is. Yeah. And now they're making music doing it at the same time.
Right.
And they're doing it right.
Right.
They're making classics and shit.
And that shit looked at fun. Like them boys having fucking fun. Like, you know, I knew a few, you know, the Cheddar Boys and all of that shit. So it was like they really doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was motivation for me.
Who were the motivational aspects as far as like a mainstream artist and a Detroit artist at that time for you?
I could say like really all of the Cali rappers, man. I don't even got to run through their names like Too Short, E40, you know, so DJ Quick, motherfucking Snoop, Dre, just from, you know, that's what I grew up on as far as Detroit, man. You know, at that time, definitely Blade, K-Deezy, especially Wine really had me gone. Really all of that shit, Street Boys, Street Lords, Rock Bottom, that was really it. Then another thing too, I grew up like Awesome Dre is like my god uncle, you know what I'm saying, in the hardcore committee.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's like my god uncle because I grew up on Woodrow Wilson before I moved to the east side. So it was like I had the best of both worlds.
Damn, that's freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Wasn't he like one of the? I think
he was one of the first
people
people that had a deal in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
That's insane.
People tend to forget that. Well, you can't forget what you don't know, but they tend to look over that.
Yeah, well, that's a big deal, man. To be one of the first signed out of Detroit. I think he probably was actually the first one to be signed.
That was back in the 80s, man. Yeah. Late 80s, early 90s.
Shit, bro. Yeah. So he's your god uncle? You said god uncle? That's crazy.
That's my god uncle.
Do you still communicate with him?
I haven't actually talked to him since like maybe 2009.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Now when you have to go away for a while and you come back, are you thinking like a first day out type scenario, like I'm gonna drop something hard when I get out, or you're not even focusing on music at that point?
Hell no, I was focused on, man, I gotta get some damn money. Like I'm back living with Mom Dukes. Like I gotta get some money and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did stay in the studio though. I wrote a lot. Wrote a lot. I didn't have money to afford to get in the studio, so it was like, all right, I'm gonna just write. So when it's my time, then I'm gone. And I'm going. Like I could do 10 songs in a day, hands down. You know.
Yeah.
But that was it. Just focus on getting me some money and then get on the music.
When was the moment where you found balance again, where you could get back into making music?
Once I got my shit together, got my life together.
The first thing is like get back in the studio and let's actually get these songs out.
Yep.
And for people to hear it.
Yeah.
And were you seeing kind of like, were you getting better and were people like reciprocating it more, or was it kind of still the same level as when you had that hit?
No, I'm gonna say I was getting a lot better. My content changed. You know, delivery, things that I spoke about was really like just pain shit, real life shit that I was going through. I didn't really do the commercial music, I can say, but it was just about my life. You know, and a lot of people took to it. You know, family took to it. I never really had the push behind me that I did need. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing all of this on my own. So it was kind of hard, but a lot of people took to it, man.
With music being kind of a huge motivating and passionate factor for you, overall, do you feel like you got what you wanted from it, or you got what you deserved from it?
I don't think I got what I wanted from it yet. I know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I deserve, hell no, I ain't got that yet. No, I ain't get that yet. But I know it's coming. You know, I'm patient, man. But it's just, you know, it's going to take that one song, you know, that one person or them few people to just be like, hey, he got it. This it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it'll take off from there. But until then, I'm just patient, man.
Now, you took the approach with your music where it's kind of like women are really going to fuck with it for sure, right?
Of course.
And you know Tupac, I remember him saying that, like, you got to make money for the gangsters, for the girls, for everybody. Like, you just find a different sector, different type of pattern to put it together for that. But yours is more so focused on women.
Yeah.
Getting that out there. How'd you come up with that direction?
I just pay attention to everything that's going on. You know, like we do have artists that out of Detroit that kind of take the female route, but they take it in a different way than how I would take it. You know, I grew up like a LL fan, Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? And so how they approached the women, it was kind of different from how anybody else would. So I'm like, you know what, fuck that. Shit, I hit the gym, get my body right, all of that shit. I'm going to cater to the women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some of that music be my best music because you really can't fake that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to take. So, you know, I kind of, and ain't nobody really doing it, you know, except like, you know, Risk Taker do a lot of songs to the women. He go hard. That's really about it that I listen to, you know. Yeah, in Detroit, like it's talking about Detroit rap music. Yeah, you don't really hear anybody that's just dedicated to the women. Yeah. So, I mean, they definitely need that because there's a lot of rah-rah stuff and it's like, you know, aggressive and shit. Right. But at the same time, it's good that you're doing that. Have you been releasing this music and seeing what you want from it? And, and like, are the ladies throwing up the fucking draws on the stage? Like, what's going on? Man? No, I ain't got that yet.
It's not happening like that.
I can't wait. I can't wait on that. But for real, no. Like I just dropped Acquainted April, I believe, like April 26th, either the 26th or the 29th, and the video went crazy. Shit, I'm at like, I think I'm close to like 16,000 views. You know, for me not to have a good promotion or marketing behind me, that was good to grab. I think it hit like 10,000 maybe in like, 3 days. Yeah. And so somebody listening to it, somebody liking it. Look, man, when I start posting stuff that's like yesterday I posted some money. Like, I didn't even post that much fucking money, to be honest with you. I posted like $1,000 or some shit in cash. First time I ever seen my DM get flooded by girls I'd never even heard of. I'm like, come on, not this. Like, this is the reason you're tapping after I post a picture with some money. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting time, man. So was it about the money or was it about Kid Ed? It had to have been about the money because I posted a lot of fire shit, and this one girl hit me up. She's like, "Oh, something different about you." And I'm like, "Bitch, you've been following me for months. Like, I've been doing way crazier shit than that for you to tap in now about some money." So it's about that bread. Well, every time I talk about, like, when I talk to some people from Detroit about like girls and stuff, money is a part of the equation as far as like the dating circumstances are concerned. Like, a woman expects, like, money is a part of the relationship, and I'm foreign to that. I'm not like, girls I date don't talk about money. It's like we can be broke and be fine. Like, all right, but like, you don't gotta buy me shit. Nah. You might get a few, but you gotta have. I don't know. It's funny how a lady will want a dude that got some money, right? And they'll cut your ass off. You ain't got no money. But if a motherfucking female ain't got no motherfucking money and a fat ass, a dude go fuck with her and give her all this shit. Fuck that. You gotta be. If I'm out here hustling, you better be hustling. You know what I'm saying? If I made 1,000 a day, 10,000 a day, you better been to made 5,000 or 500. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something, man. You gotta set standards, man. I can't fuck with no bum bitch. Yeah, but that's like crazy though, because like, what if a woman's just like totally a great housewife? Doesn't make cheese though. You know what? I ain't really against that, cause you gotta think we in the streets, we run the streets, man. We ain't got time to clean the house, cook, do all of that shit. So if I can come home and I ain't gotta clean the house, clean the kids' rooms, do none of that shit, and it's a meal done, whether it's good or not, shit, you winning. You deserve, you know, what you get. Yeah. You know, but I ain't about to go crazy on you though. You gonna have to do something. I don't know about that meal not being good though, man, because I need to. Yeah, but you gotta let her get better. She got to get better. You got to tell her, like, look, man, that shit ain't hitting.
Dog, there was a commercial in the early 2000s of like some guy coming home from work and like his wife had made like microwavable pizza and he just starts screaming at her in the commercial. The whole fucking commercial is about like abuse and shit like that.
Right.
But I was like, I feel him. Like, bitch, you want a microwave pizza?
How you burn this motherfucking microwave pizza?
Nah,
the
man.
instructions on the box.
I think it's messed up for a guy to come home from work and there's literally no food made. And then like, I get women are busy too,
Man,
but like,
what?
come on, man. Like,
Nah,
who's really
nope.
keeping the lights on here again? Like,
Right.
help me out a little bit.
Ain't no busy. If you a housewife, ain't no busy.
Yeah.
You should. Ain't no busy. You should have time to do everything. The house should be clean because you got to think the kids go to school. You know, you doing whatever it is you do. Get your ass up, clean it downstairs, upstairs, take you a break. You know, take the food out, let it thaw out. Get that shit together. You don't got shit to do.
Yeah.
You should always have gas in your car.
For real.
For real.
But now, like, I swear, man, because I'll get in trouble for saying this, but I used to date a lot of married women. And one thing I noticed is that they're always on their freaking phones, even if they have kids, a husband, all that. And they're just on their
Right.
phones all day. I'm like, how do you do that when you have so many responsibilities? Like, what's going on with this generation where you're on TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat when you have 3 kids and a husband to take care of?
Right. And then you ain't making no money off that shit.
Yeah. Nah, hell no,
Right.
they weren't making no money.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You dated the married women, huh?
Well, I had to. Because
That's
it was
cool.
easy to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's cool. Cause
Yeah.
shit, they ain't gonna fuck themselves up, so they gonna be more cautious than you.
Yeah,
they ain't trying to let dude know they getting banged.
No, hell no. I like that. It's like, you know, we're never going to date, right?
Right.
Bet. Fire. Like,
Right.
I'm never going to have to see
Just
you
call
again.
me when it's that time.
Yeah, exactly.
And we
I
gonna
always
go
used
out
to
to
just
eat.
worried about like their husbands being outside of the hotel room. That's the only. I used to be like, all right, today could be the day when I open up this door, and boom, like you're just done.
Right.
Like, and one of the husbands was a fucking he was a hunter.
Oh,
And I seen
shit.
his profile picture, he had a huge ass sniper rifle in, in his picture. I'm like, bro, this guy could be through the windows just waiting on me, man. Just
So you
anything.
like was kind of nervous fucking with her.
I had to cut it off. I was like, I just got too much anxiety fucking
He'll
with
do
you.
the sniper.
Yeah, I'm not trying to die for some pussy, bro. Fuck it.
right.
It was fun while it lasted. But you got but you got to deal with both sides, right? Because you got to deal with the generation of women in like the 2000s and now kind of this new era where the social media is dominating and there's a lot of women trying to be entrepreneurs. So how do you feel about both times and both eras?
I mean, I grew up around, you know, the women in my life were some strong ass women, so I kind of looked for a woman to be that. But this era, you know, I can't really separate the two. You know, you got some strong women, some weak women, but back then women didn't do the shit that the women do now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really knock them, but you just got to be about your business. It's cool to post your body on the gram and do all of that shit, but if you're not benefiting from that but likes, then you playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be benefiting something from it. If you go post your body on the gram and do all of that shit, be benefiting from it because it's a hustle. That's like being a stripper and going in there and not making no money. Baby, you need to go be a nurse or something.
Yeah. Well, you're not talking about OnlyFans, right?
No,
You're talking about like if she's on it, like okay, they take
just women, period.
Oh, right. Because like a lot of women do eyebrows and stuff,
Right.
and a lot of those services that they offer, but they use like their pictures and stuff to kind of lure people in to some degree.
But it's bringing in money rather than a chick like, damn, this my shit. Let me shake my ass to get 500 likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it converts to nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But a nigga seeing you out like, oh, that's all girl. Yeah, about to knock you off right quick. I don't see nothing else that I can do with you but knock you off and send you back to make another video.
And you know what's interesting too is a lot of women don't realize men are more interested in women that like don't put that off out there like that.
I can't. Nah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I can't. You know what I'm saying? But if you was doing this before we start fucking with each other and you really doing something with yourself, you know, you prospering, you making money, you know, you don't really need a guy for nothing. I'm a help to you, basically shit. We can help each other, then that's cool. But if you just a bum motherfucker, you ain't doing nothing, no, I can't do it.
How does your music kind of speak to women? Like, what are you doing when you're going in the studio to kind of touch them?
I listen, man. You know, I watch little videos and see what women like, especially when they had a little shit with women talking about what they want in a man or what they want to see or what they want to do. You know, I kind of feed off of that. My sisters, they help, you know, just hearing what they go through in relationships. You know, I jump off that in my own personal experience. So I kind of like, I don't want the women to feel like they hoes all the time or they some bitches. I want to show them like, yeah, it's a dude here some dudes do want to serenade their women. You know what I'm saying? Dudes do want to rub a woman's feet, make her feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to be that certain type of woman. So I'm going to give you the music that I'm going to lift you up rather than just make you feel like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just going to call all y'all some bitches and no shit like that, but I'm gonna make it like sexy for you type shit. Make you feel appreciated a little bit.
Yeah. With these projects, do you ever consider getting like a higher status, like a female collaboration or anything like that?
You know what? We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Me and my manager thought about it, but I feel like I have to get my what word I'm looking for? I got to get my buzz up a little bit more before I really want to do a bigger artist. I really want to earn my respect before I go and pay, $10,000 or whatever for a big artist to get on my song, and then it does nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to get my own buzz up first, and then I'll go and grab maybe a cash doll or something like that.
That'd be interesting, man, to wait and patiently wait and kind of execute it at the right time, because I do notice people do jump the gun when it comes to features.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might see that price drop real quick and do it, but it doesn't benefit you if you don't have shit situated properly, right?
If you're not situated, you know what I'm saying? You got to have yourself going and then go and get a feature. Actually, a guy, that mess with a real artist that's doing good out the city kind of put me on that. Like, look, man, don't go and pay all this money for a feature yet, bro. Get your buzz up. You know what I'm saying? And then that feature may, like, oh, you buzzing, I ain't even going to charge you this much. Let's just do it. I want to do it with you.
Yeah.
That'd be the thing.
And then when people come check out more music, it's like they got a whole, you got a whole catalog just chilling, ready to go.
Yes, sir.
What songs have been the most received so far for you?
Really, far as the songs that I'm doing to the women, not just the acquainted really that went crazy. I'm getting a lot of DMs and people sharing the video and calls and all the other shit that come through our DM. I ain't gonna speak on, but like I got more videos ready to go. I'm just trying to time them right. I don't want to just keep putting out content, and the other one hasn't surfaced the way I wanted it to yet.
Are you able to make a living off of music or get close to it?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hell no. No. You know what I'm saying? No. I mean, I bring in a couple dollars every now and then, but other than that, I'm just, fending for myself.
Yeah. Because I did notice one thing we were talking about the truck driving school.
Yeah.
And what's that all about? And are you making music while you're on that?
Yeah, I had to go get my CDLs, grab that just to have something to fall back on. Like if the music not paying you something, got to bring you some money.
Facts, bro.
So, I'll hop in the truck and run that bitch and take the money, spend it on promotion. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I got to take care of the fam.
Do you make music while you're driving and stuff? Or do you think about it?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's my life, bro. Anytime I can think about music right now, but when I'm on the road, yeah, hell yeah, I think about it. Listen to beats. I have a gang of beats. That shit'll come to me. Just go home and record in my studio at home. So once I get home, I just go.
When you're driving and when you're living that, I know it's probably a struggle. Your hours are long, right? When you're driving from place to place and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. What's like some aspects of it people just don't even know about it with that career path?
About truck driving?
Yeah.
Man, I got a different respect for trucks since I went to that school. Like, motherfuckers be assholes out here, and I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, when you got that truck, you got to think, like, do you know how long it take for that truck to stop? So while you not letting this truck over and you want to get in front of him and slam his brakes, man, he might kill everybody in that car. He ain't do it on purpose. It's just you not respecting that truck. You don't know if he got something in the trailer. You don't know if he tired. You don't know none of that. So that's really about it with them trucks.
I'm seeing this girl, and she's like, anytime she's next to a truck, it's like a whole, like an earthquake. Like she's trying to get the hell away from it. I've never had a problem being next to a truck. I'm like, bro, if he starts turning, I'm gonna see it happen.
Right.
But some people are totally afraid of trucks. Like, just
trucks
stay
can fuck some shit up.
But like, what do you guys? Nobody's falling asleep behind the wheel like that.
Shit, you never know. They may be driving. They may be down to their last 30, 40 minutes, and they trying to get as many miles as they can before they got to pull over. So, they fuck around, fall asleep, be tired, anything. They'll tear some shit up. Then they may be mad because motherfuckers been cutting them off all day. They want to tear some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in that situation with them trucks, man.
You got like an alert system if your car is falling off or anything like that?
Some trucks do have that on there. If you too close or whatever. Some of the trucks have cameras in them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's gonna let you know if you fucking up, basically.
Man, I remember when I was broke as shit one time, and I was like, man, there was an Amazon truck. I was like, please just hit me, bro. I'll take the risk, man. Like, I'll do it. Like, whatever.
That's why they put cameras in the trucks now.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers like you slamming on brakes and shit.
I was like, just take me off this cliff, son.
Because you got State Farm.
Who's that one artist or a comedian that happened to? There was an actor that got hit by like a Walmart truck, man. He's super famous.
I don't know who that is.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah, you remember Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
He got,
He got paid for that.
He got paid millions for that lawsuit
from Walmart too.
Yeah, man. And then he came back like straight up normal. Like they were acting like he was dying, like he wasn't gonna make it, like he lost his memory and shit. He came back, he was chilling. I'm like, man, you played that shit well, son. Like nice.
Right. What a Walmart at around here. I'm catch that bitch pulling out.
Talk about your future projects, man. And I know you're being smart about how you're getting your information and kind of studying women a little bit to get some of your content. But how do you plan to proceed forward with this?
Really, man, I have my ideas. I bounce them off my manager, and she'll tell me, which way we should go. But really, it's just the content staying in their face. Like, I noticed like Viz, Peasy, Sada, all of them, who really up there, they stay working. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they had like 10 videos shot, and they might not start dropping them bitches until they got them more, just to stay consistent and in the people's face. So that's what I'm doing now. Like, I'm just shooting videos. And when we ready, we just gonna drop them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go crazy with the dropping because I want the songs to serenade first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you got, your boys over here, man, Richtown, like these guys that's what they were doing at one point. Like when you guys were doing everything, like just a whole media platform, entertaining people, but also running productions and running gunning. So the whole system. Like with people like Sada Baby, they were literally going to an event that they had to perform at, shooting the music video at the event,
yes, sir,
and paying their camera guy $250 to edit it by tomorrow or whatever the fucking case may be.
Right.
So it was like wherever we were shooting the music videos.
Right.
It wasn't like a planned all the time.
Oh yeah, you was shooting shot of shit, right?
Yeah. I was shooting.
Yeah.
I shot. Me and Sada probably have like cumulatively over like 10 million views together on everything we've ever done. But that's what it was most of the time. Like, yo, we're about to do this. Go, boom. Kiefer, pull out the camera. L, pull out the camera. It was just that.
Right. That's what's so good about them though, because they got like Richtown. They got everything in one. They rappers, photographers, videographers,
and the platform.
Yeah, and they have fun. So they can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. Like material can come like that. Yeah. But that's what I want to do. If I can keep that with me every day, all day, it'd be good. You know what I'm saying? But like, financially, I'm kind of like a one-man band. So, I don't have no backing from nobody. I got me. I don't have no other artist I got me. You know what I'm saying? Of course I got bro, Rich Tom Butter. That's like blood brother. We share the same father. So, it's like I don't have that. Even with him, you got a job to do. You got to get paid for your shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing for free just because you're my brother. You know what I'm saying? So it just be hard. When you don't have that, when you ain't got to just solely focus on your financials and spend your shit, it's a little bit different. But when it's strictly on you got kids, bills, all of this shit, it be kind of tough, man. So that's why I kind of be patient, man.
Yeah, that's always the struggle for artists, is the finances versus like, and the time, and the time, more importantly, to get shit done, especially when you have kids. How is it like managing your career as a father and also, trying to get this thing off the ground?
It's tough. It's tough, especially, the kids need time. You need your personal time, even if you're not doing music, family time, and man, I got 3 baby mamas, bro. I'm going through it, bro. Yeah, I'm going through it.
3 baby mamas?
3 of them motherfuckers.
Jeez, man.
All right.
That's tough, bro.
What?
I was dating this is a true story. I don't know if you guys seen that post on the internet. Somebody posted on Facebook like, is anybody else dating Kid L? There was a Facebook group. There's a Facebook group in Detroit. It's like 20,000 women.
Right.
And you can ask if somebody else is dating the same guy as you to make sure this guy's not fucking around.
Right.
I was on that shit. Because I was fucking with like, for real, I was fucking with like 7 girls at the same time, okay? And then one girl's like, no, we need to like start taking shit seriously. So Man, it was stressful. It was supposed to be fun.
You
Like,
cut
it was supposed to be,
everybody off.
I get see Charlene on Thursday, go see Stacy on Saturday, go see Monica on Monday, and then like, it was just like, they would all call you at the worst time, and it's like, if you don't fucking pull up now, I'm never. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, bro.
Man, you can't let them run you, man. I pull up when I get there. Easy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You got 7 hoes. What you rushing for?
I don't know what I was thinking about. I was just like, it was. I don't know,
Right.
man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, so now you only got 1.
Ah, shit, man.
I ain't gonna do you like that, bro. Fuck,
No,
we hanging when we leave, though.
No, I know. I was only one now. It's like I
Okay,
decided to
right.
relax. I
So you
decided.
only got, all right, we ain't hanging when we leave then, bro. I ain't about to be no third
Well, you gotta
wheel.
calm down, right? Eventually, like
Yeah,
as,
you do.
as a
You
man,
do.
like you have to be like, all right, let's start taking
It's
shit
kind of
seriously.
hard to focus on. I ain't gonna lie, when you got multiple women, that shit fun. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to focus on music. Is 24 hours. That's how motherfuckers become great. You know what I'm saying? Them boys stay in that studio. Sada, everybody that's popping, them boys stay in that studio. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to juggle all of them women and still have studio time, still be a father.
Do you feel like you could break into anything else, to enhance your, the entertainment career for you, like
Hell yeah.
acting and like other types of?
Yeah, my manager do movies, like, you know what I'm saying? She do the movie thing too, so I can be in a lot of them, but due to certain situations in my life, it's like it kind of hold me up from that. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, movies, all of that.
Yeah.
Like writing too. Like I actually been looking at websites to where I could just write songs and kind of sell them and see if people like them. You know what I'm saying?
Ghostwriting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a venue too.
Yeah. So I'm kind of trying to tap into a lot of shit.
What do you want to get out of music, like itself? Like, are you looking for a certain level of success, like mainstream, or do you want just like enough for it to make sense?
No, I want to be successful. I'm not doing this shit to be, somebody that's thought of right now, forgotten tomorrow. No, I want to be on every billboard. I want to be in everybody's house. I want to be like how Death Row was, man. Wasn't nobody not banging Death Row, or just like nobody's not banging the people from the city. I want to be everywhere. Rick Ross type shit, Jeezy type of shit. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, man. That mainstream, that's like the ultimate level of responsibility, but
Yes, sir.
it's the most fruitful.
I want to make the music that I can do shows like when I'm fucking Snoop Dogg age. You know what I'm saying? I can still go on tour. That's the type of shit I want to do.
Hardest working man in the hip hop industry, man.
Hell yeah.
He's in everything.
Yeah.
Everywhere all at once, man. For real. This guy is literally like,
I'm
I don't know
everywhere.
how, man. I don't know how he did it. Nickelodeon and shit. And like you're in pornos. Like, how are you doing all this shit at once, man? Like, for real.
Who
Like,
would have porno, bro?
I'm sure he was, man. I seen him in like some crazy videos where I'm like, how did you get this signed off, man? Like,
Right.
but then he was dealing with real life gangsters, like for real. Like
Yeah.
he was dealing with everything.
Yeah.
And then they would make videos about like how, you ever notice like when sometimes they'll talk about Ice Cube and like they say he wasn't really a gangster, it was all just a persona. And you really wonder if that's true, and you really wonder if like a lot of these artists is just a persona and not really the case.
Man, honestly, I look at it like this. If I meet you, you talking all of this and talking all of that, some of these guys really don't be about that life. But they got it around them to where they can speak about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not really faking because you around this life, but you just speaking about what's around you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the guys I meet, they be cool. I ain't gonna look down on you if that ain't your life or whatever, but don't be talking that you a killer and you will fuck somebody up type shit, and then we in the club and you the first one running out the door. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that I'm a rapper shit, none of that. You better whoop some ass, bro. For real. Don't leave me in here getting whooped on, motherfucker.
That's the sad part about hip hop and rap in this generation, is that genuine aspect of at least being around the stuff you're talking about, let alone like forget about the part of you actually living the life you're talking about, but not even being around it. And then, you're rapping about stuff you have nothing to do with and you've never been a part of. Right. And that was part of the genuine aspect about hip hop and rap, is that you lived that life, or
Right.
you had that perspective because of the people around you. And now they just, that genuine aspect of hip hop has been taken away. And since it's part of the soul of hip hop has been taken away, and rap has been taken away.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys still doing their thing, They still.
There's some people who still live it, and
Yeah.
it's not like, I'm not saying you have to go be a fucking like, gangster to make hip hop or
Right.
rap, but I'm saying that there's a lot of people that are taking the street life and the struggles, and they live in the suburbs,
Right.
and they're talking about that shit, and they're making a living off of it. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to be a gangster, but at least like, come on, man.
I mean, you can look at it like this. all right, you probably was living that life when you started rapping, right? Just like my shit, I'm rapping, but I'm also living this life that I'm talking about. So I can be successful, I can be the biggest thing in the world, but I still want to be in the streets. That shit is it's gonna catch up. I don't give a fuck who you is, it's gonna catch up. So now, while your career going up, now you about to get snatched off the streets, and that shit gonna set you hella time behind. So I can respect the guys that got away from it and just say, you know what, I'm gonna focus on rap.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that's actually a really enlightening perspective.
Right, because that shit happens, man.
What's been, out of everything you have done so far with your music career, been the moment that stands out to you?
Really just recording. Like, I love recording. A lot of shows I done did, you know, they was good, South by Southwest.
What was that experience like?
I actually did that shit 2 times. It was great. The first experience was straight. The second one was great. You know, it's big. You see a lot of people down there, good connections, good vibe, and you get to rock that bitch. They'll let you know if they fucking with you or not. There ain't gonna be no faking.
For real?
Yeah.
Like the crowd just like really being engaged with you?
Yeah. You will get to rap and they
Just
walk away, go to the bar. That's like me just getting up and walking over here while you talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it goes.
So they were staying when you came up?
Yeah, they was fucking with me.
That's cool.
They was fucking with
Who were you opening with?
Rich Town, they came on with me. That was really about it. That I know, you know, South by Southwest is really like local, you know, people who on the same shit I'm on. Except some big shows. Like the first show though, we was there with shit, Peasy, All Star JR, Snap Dogg, FMBDZ, shit. It was a lot of motherfuckers there because they had a whole Detroit takeover.
Yeah.
And so all of them was there. That was exciting to see all them boys do their thing and other cities respecting them. Like, that's what really like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
With people listening to your music, like females listening to your music, are they going to find problems to or solutions to their relationship problems in their music?
They might. I mean, shit, they might. I think most men, we all want the same shit. We don't want no lazy chick. We want a clean chick. You know, you ain't got to be the baddest, but you got to look like something. You know, shit, keep the house clean and don't be tripping when I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? This shit takes time. So if I got to sacrifice time being away from you to put us in the position where we need to be, then you got to be able to accept that. You know, if I'm out working, don't be calling my phone like, what time you coming home? Then 10 minutes later, call ask me the same shit. Man, let me work because we gonna benefit in the end. So if you can't see an end, then if you can't run this race with me, then why should you be at the finish line with me?
Yeah.
You know?
The struggle aspect of it.
There you go.
Where you at?
That's it.
I don't know how I look at it nowadays, man. I might switch sides, bro. Like, cause I'm seeing a lot of, like, you know, I see a lot of famous rap artists or even entertainers, whatever, actors or whatever, start remarrying at like the age of 50. Like they kind of get rid of the girl that they came up with, the one that was there with them in the struggle. Like, I'm sorry, son, this girl's 27, you're 50. It's time to reset this bitch real quick.
So if you get 50, you wouldn't fuck with no younger chick?
No, what I'm saying is if I turn 50 and there was a girl who stuck it through with me from when I was younger,
right?
We'll see what happens. I'll let you know.
You know, of course.
Because if you get famous, bro, like all this shit all these women that get thrown at you, it's like, all right, man, like not many people get to experience this.
Right.
It's time to get rid of you. It's time to get out of here. Like you had your.
If she a headache, if she can't, it's like this. I look at it like on both sides, men and women, right? If you a man and you're an entertainer, women are going to be fans. Not every woman just want to put the pussy on you, but they gonna be fans. So your lady got to be able to accept what comes with your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she can't understand that, it's not up to the woman to be like, oh, he got a woman, I ain't gonna fuck him. It's up to the man to be like, you know what, I got a lady, man, bitch. All right, here go a hug, whatever. I'll holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But if the woman got to be able to trust you. That's what it all boils down to, trust and communication.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro.
That's it.
It's up to us at the end of the day.
Right.
And if you're dealing with a guy that turns off that radar, he doesn't. If you're not, then you're not. You know, it's something you learn. Women need to realize they're going to learn quickly. If their man is in the entertainment industry, you're going to learn very quickly if he's loyal or not. It's not going to take that long to figure it out because If he's loyal, he's gonna turn off all that stuff, and you're gonna notice right away. He's not gonna be accepting every DM request or liking every picture. He's actually gonna be like sticking to the rules. You know what I'm saying?
It's not cheating if you like a picture though, bro.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be checking girls' story. I don't have, like, what's the point? You know, I'm not going to be, if I'm liking a girl's photo, there's no reason for me liking her photo unless I'm supporting her entertainment career.
Right.
I'm, you know, some girl down the street, Gia down the street, I'm not going to go liking her photos for no reason. You know, like, what's the, why am I liking Gia's photos?
But
There's
you
no
could be
other
like, you could be like, oh, I like her shoes, or I like the song she just did. And your chick could be like, no, you don't. You like her ass. And you be like, I really like the fucking song. You know what I'm saying? So it, like I say, it all boils down to the type of woman you deal with.
That's true, man.
Them insecure women will drive you fucking crazy.
Insecure women's terrible, man.
The worst.
You know, they're, if you're an entertainer, having an insecure girl is almost impossible.
That shit crazy.
Crazy. It's not manageable at the end of the day.
Hell no, it ain't. That's why they ass be on the bench. For real. For another team, though.
Yeah.
Not for this team. Your ass is out of here.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, man. Oh, what future projects can we look forward to from you?
Like I say, really, like I was doing albums, like I was putting albums out. Now I'm just kind of doing singles. I kind of want to just take it a little slow and, like I say, get that buzz up. Once that buzz get up and they demand the album, then that's what I would do. Yeah. You know, or if I get with somebody that can make sense of me doing the album right now, then I go ahead and do it. Like I record like crazy. Like I could drop an album every 2 weeks, whether it's 10 songs, 12 songs. Like this is how big my catalog is. My family can vouch for that. You know, Butter done been in the studio with me a million times. So it's like my catalog so heavy, so big, like I can work all day. But other than that, I'm gonna just do singles from here on out until it's that time.
No, it's a good marketing strategy. It's patience. It's patience wins overall.
Yeah.
How can people find you on social media?
Loyal Life Stress on every platform. You know, Facebook my government name, but don't worry about that. But Loyal Life Stress on all platforms. You know, YouTube, all of that, all the videos, everything. All the videos. Really, Richtown did down there. All my videos. Maybe it's the exception of like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, man, this was a great talk, man. I really appreciate you being a part of this. Look forward to seeing your future projects, man. With Richtown in the building. Also, man, shout out to you guys pulling up, making this shit happen, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions for us. We're out. Peace.